Is my hood on backwards? What's that? All right.
People can
Hi,
people
everybody.
can still hear you if your hood is on backwards for the last time.
This is episode 32 of Better Than Heroes. If you are new to our stream, welcome. Hi, I'm Rachel Weeks. I play Klik, the level 11 Kreen fighter.
Hey, I'm Andrew Ovredahl. I play the human bard warlock, Flute, aka the Windrider.
Hi, and I'm Jordan Dahl. I play the Moonboy, a level 11 Moonboy.
Hi, I'm Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I Hammerstein, the Artificer, and also the Moon.
And I'm Harlan Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master of this game, and I play everybody else. That was not mentioned.
Tonight we are going to play some 5e Spelljammer DnD. But first, our show is live soundtracked by Jason Wardell. Not tonight, but we are playing his tunes in your ears. You can hear them. But it's often live soundtracked by Jason Wardell, and you can check out all of his tunes online. They're very cool. It is directed by K.A.I of Tiger Moon Productions, and it is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. We are so thankful to all of our patrons and subscribers.
Subscribers.
We love you guys.
I'm a fan.
These are the best guys. All right. You guys make this show possible. You make sure that we can come out every Monday night and play D&D for you. So thank you so much. If you support this show financially, if you love the show and you also want to support us, you can do so by subscribing to the stream, by becoming a patron. There's lots of cool benefits, including a sweet monthly game called Repos and Leads that you guys just had last weekend.
It rules.
We did. Yeah, yesterday. It was super fun. We're on K.A.I, the water planet. They met some important NPCs, fun stuff. Interesting things are happening there.
Would you say you're hanging out in the K.A.I sun?
Delicious.
No,
I'm
Jordan.
on board.
We've talked about this.
Beverage.
You can also support the show by picking up some Better Than Heroes merch on our Teespring. But if you don't have the cash to spare right now, we totally understand. You can support the show by just telling your buddies about the show. Tell them we're here, that we're playing cool D&D every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, and we're a podcast. If you want to check out some of the older arcs 1 and 2 are available as a podcast right now. You can check those out. We appreciate everything that you do to make this show what it is. Thanks again for joining us tonight for some D&D. We're going to go into last week's recap.
Previously on Better Than Heroes, battle continued to rage on the docks of the Azure Forge. Vastly outnumbered, 3 of the crew made a stand at a bottleneck on the narrow dock as the dinger sailed out of their reach. Klik and Moonboy cut through the smaller Arcane and Meridian tract soldiers as an enlarged K.A.I held the gap with layers of impenetrable shields, blasting giant Mir with lightning as they laughed off the party's attacks. Aboard the dinger, Flute entered the bridge where he found Goat the bosun unconscious, with Captain Goliathan standing over her and Relic piloting the ship. Flute promptly charmed Goliathan, who revealed that he was some rude imposter piloting the captain's body, and the other crew members were suffering the same indignity. Goat and her passenger had been knocked to near death while trying to attune to the ship's helm. While helping Not Goliathan carry Goat's body into the hall, Flute noticed that she was on the verge of death. After convincing Not the captain to leave and find the bridge's password so that he could murder his friend privately, Flute faked killing Goat by spraying gallons of his own precious blood everywhere before stabilizing her and heading into the galley in search of healing snacks. Back on the docks, Giant Mir sustained serious wounds in the fighting and teleported back toward the Golden Doors in retreat, only to be cut down at maximum range at the last moment by Hammerstein's Arcane Obliterator. Across the battlefield, the Meridian tract Spelljammer began to pull away from the dock as the crew faced a narrowing window for victory. Is it possible for Flute to retake the dinger alone? Could the crew make it to the Meridian Tract ship before it gets away? Can they finally escape the Azure Forge? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes.
Woo! That was a good one.
Nice.
Daka?
Dear.
So sweet. That was a sweet little break we had in there. Some time for ourselves. Okay, so
Andrew had a little interlude.
we left off here with, it was Flute's turn, and you can see here on the map, he was running up to the kitchen, was unable to find any all-sauce in the chaos of the disarrayed kitchen. But you did, get away from the Goliathan, who is distracted, at least for now, thinking that you are just a coward and have defected. And so we're going to go all the way, if you're watching the stream here, we're going to go all the way over to the dock, where we see Klik standing behind these vines that sprung out of the ground that were cast by the Druid mirror that you escaped. And you know that the elven ship that is to the right of, the stage right here on the other protrusion off of this dock, it is, for sure that is the Meridian Tract ship and has started to pull away from the dock here. And it is now your turn, Klik. And we discussed some math that we confirmed we discussed the math at the end of last session on the stream, and then we confirmed it off stream with a wonderful spreadsheet. So what would you like to do on your turn?
Over her shoulder, Klik sees the elven ship start to slip away and instills a panic in her that her friends are disappearing and that this mission that they have fought so hard for so long for is slipping away. And she is exhausted and battered and really on her last psionic legs. But she does have one last burst of psionic energy, and I am going to use it to spend her final side eye to gain, to do psionic leap, or psi-powered leap. So this will double, I gain a flying speed equal to twice my walking speed until the end of the current turn. As a bonus action, and then I am going to, so Klik is going to bend her giant, powerful mantis legs, and she is going to leap 160 feet to the dock of the escaping elvish Spelljammer. That's bonus action. So.
Yeah, hell yeah! As you just boom, and you're like lifted. It's almost as if you can use the bracers to conjure this shadowy form, and it's almost like you're lifted by a few different Kreen behind you who just are like grabbing you and pushing you forward. They just like spectrally appear for a moment and giving you that extra push across this space, and you fly across and just whoom, down on the deck here, and you don't see anyone standing on it right now.
3-point landing.
Yeah. But I will give you a free perception check. Absolutely.
I will roll it. I guess before I jump, I'm gonna hiss to K.A.I and Moonboy. It's like, I'm not missing another boat. Not a great perception check. 10.
All right. Yeah. You're kind of in ready mode, in fight mode, but there's just nothing for you to whack out of the gates here. As the top of the deck is empty, as most of the above board Meridian track members rushed off and are bottlenecked fighting K.A.I. And you can see they all just like look up at you and see what happens, and you can see some of them just like put their hands up to their head and like curse as they're stuck here with this magical aura K.A.I. who they can't hit, and you make this leap over there, circumventing them. Cool.
That is all I got. But
That
hopefully we
is
can stop this
your
fight.
turn then. Great. Okay, cool. So that is going to bring up some Meridian Tract members here.
Bring it.
Boo, 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 boo. As they will, they're gonna decide. I gotta look and figure out what they're gonna do now because they have. I should have planned ahead. I should have already known, but I don't. This one is definitely going to, like the one that is like right up in front of you is still absolutely going to take a hit at you with its 2 attacks. Thinking that maybe you can get something done here. What is your AC currently?
I don't know if I still have shield active. Probably not. So 24.
And this one hits. He is successful. He got a 26. I crit it with one of my attacks.
Wow.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
The yellow helmet.
Sweet.
Right there.
I'm going to use my reaction to
Wow.
activate my repulsion shield, and I'm going to send him 15 feet
Incredible.
backwards off of the dock, and he's going to hopefully, well, I'm going to send him into his nearest friend and hopefully send them both off the dock. See if it works.
Does he get his hit off, or does that replace the
Yeah,
hit?
it hits me.
Okay, cool. I just want him to do something.
He did it.
One time. So, like, he connects with you, like his sword like goes through your magical aura of your armor, and he looks down and is like so stoked as it like cuts apart pieces of it, and that is going to be his crit damage is pretty low. Oh my gosh. He only does 9 points of piercing damage to you with that crit. And
Got almost all my temporary hit points.
as he looks down at you, and it and then just gets shoved backward. I will say it will. If you want to send him back, there is no one immediately behind him, so you can.
I'm sending him, so I get to choose the direction. I'm going to
Yep.
send him diagonally backwards. I don't think it makes sense to be able to send him straight left or right,
Okay.
but I think we could probably move him diagonally.
Sure. Yeah.
So if he would move 15 feet, he could theoretically send one of his friends off. I don't know.
Well,
Could be possible.
I just want to make sure. I'm going to give you. This is how I'm going to do it. Is I'm going to give that dude that he hits a strength saving throw, and if he succeeds, that's going to be versus your spell save DC. If he succeeds, then the dude in front of you who you just sent flying is just going to fall prone right there.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you want to just catapult him straight ahead, there's no one behind him, and he will automatically go back that distance.
I would rather try to send a couple over the edge than send one just backwards.
Okay, cool. All right, great. It will just send the one that he hits over the edge.
Okay.
That's
fine.
Okay, cool. I just want to be clear. He got a 2 on the dice there, so I believe even with his bonuses, that's not going to do it for him. As
It's unfortunate for him.
it's not that bad for. Oh yeah, I guess it is bad for him. I was going to say mostly for his buddy, but he is the one who's falling failed to save. So
Sorry. Okay. I get it.
yeah, the dude connects with you finally, and like you can see some of them, like there's renewed hope here from this these skilled warriors trying to bring you down, and then he just gets rocketed back, smashes into one of the dudes, and I'll have him fall prone there, and then the other one is going to get knocked back, and you just hear that as he falls into the pink space there, and just kind of disappears into a cloud.
He like pierces through the sort of arcane shield that I have up, and it shatters, and it all turns red and glows before it explodes and throws him and his friend backwards.
Absolutely. So I need to make sure and mark that he is prone. Don't let me forget. If I do, I probably will. That is going to bring up then. That was that dude. There is some more dudes who were going to try and hit you. He's going to step up in his place very meekly. And there is the other guy who's got to go. He just got yeeted off the edge. So that guy's attacks do not hit against you. And that will bring up some more Meridian Track members. This one is going to dash here and then go another here. This one is running away, seemingly trying to maybe go back up the ship as he can't quite do anything there. This one, you're one of these other Meridian Track warriors here, if you would be so kind to let them call themselves that, is going to is kind of stuck in there, so they're going to make attacks against you. Not over a 24. Oh, actually, that one did get a 24 because he got a 18 on the dice and has a +6, so that one does have one hit. So the this one who is on your very right up against your left arm hits you for some damage. He's going to do 5 points. I got the minimum on the dice there. He does 5 points of damage to you, and
that gets through.
As they seem to be like just chipping away at your magic here and getting a little bit lucky, and the other one does not hit you. But you hear a call out being like, "He's not invincible. Keep hacking." One of them says, and that will bring up Moonboy and K.A.I. It is now your turn.
All of the mirrors are dead, right?
There are the Druid mirror is still no. He got
I think
zoinked. Yep.
Yeah.
He got zoinked?
I think they're all just on the map still.
Wait, no. The Druid mirror is still there. He didn't get fully got. Yeah. The Druid mirror is the only one left.
Well, Moonboy's going to try to take care of that right now. He's going to fly out a little bit.
Awesome.
And he's going to cast actually going to cast Create Bonfire underneath this guy's feet. So a moonbeam kind of fires down on him, and I think Mir kind of looks up expecting there to be some sort of moon fire from above, but instead the ground beneath him begins to light up. When this moon fire shoots out of the ground. And then Moonboy will also cast Eclipse on himself.
What does that do?
What's that?
What does that do?
It's the Sanctuary spell.
Oh, cool.
Jordan, I did forget that it is still that Druid is still up because it casts Moonbeam on you. So you do take. I do need you to make a Wisdom saving throw to start your turn to maybe take this Dark Moon damage.
Holy moly! The moon have become the mooners.
Oh, it's Constitution, not Wisdom. Sorry.
It's not the real moon.
Constitution, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dang it. Well, that was better. 22.
Cool. Yeah, so you only take 4 points of radiant damage as this just dark star appears above you. But you can move out of it, no problem. I'll put that circle up where it is.
So let me just see if this is a bonus action feature, because I still have the Form of the Archer as a bonus action, right? So I spent my bonus action on the Eclipse spell. So that's the end of my turn. But that mirror will have to do something at the start of their turn, much like I had to. So
cool. You did put a moonbeam down on them, correct?
Ground beam.
Oh, you cast Bonfire. You cast Create Bonfire.
Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell. Oh, so it's right now. Must succeed on a Dexterity saving throw, please.
Cool. I have the little bonfire I already drew last time, so I'll do that Dex saving throw. Mm-hmm. He got a 11. So I believe that fails.
Failure.
So he does, So this, he roasts you with this radiant energy, and then actual flame, these white flames appear underneath him. And let me know how much damage he takes.
13 damage.
Wow. Scaling cantrips, everybody. Yeah, as there is, he is now just like lit up underneath, and you can see him like trying to put out his robes, but he has to use his action to do that if he wants to. Sick.
I actually need to make a couple of concentration checks
Oh,
because I took damage twice.
that's true.
So I'm going to do that.
Neither of them did above 10 though, so you only need to get a 10.
Get a 10, right? Success. Success.
Okay.
Boom! Look at you. Gritting your teeth, no problem. Thank you. I always forget concentration checks, so
I'm
I
glad
appreciate
I
it.
remembered. Looking out over this gaggle of elves, I'm going to send a shot at Druid Mir with the Arcane Obliterator.
Cool. Yeah, just over their heads, you.
It's a natural 20, baby.
Oh my god!
There it is.
Oy, oy, oy.
The kid thumping him.
Oh my god.
What?
I just rolled triple sixes.
What?
Oh shit, Aaron,
Mark of
that
the
is
beast.
holy shit.
Damage of
Yes.
the beast.
Max,
I
max
mean,
crit damage. Okay.
That's 36.
Yep.
damage.
So
Damage.
he'll take 36.
Whammy.
He'll take 42 points of damage.
Damn. All right, let's go. That's huge. With the fire, with Moonboy's fire, and that huge hit from your Arcane Obliterator, that is going to down this mirror. So if you want to give us some flavor
Yes.
here,
Incredible.
Aaron, please do.
Yeah, I think he's this viney mirror is all like illuminated and on fire, and it sort of illuminates his like inner workings, revealing his weak spots, and I blast him right in them. And he explodes.
Yeah, he's like not even paying attention to you because he's just like dancing around trying to put the fire off of him, like as he's right on the ledge there, and you just and his unconscious body just falls down the
Killed
edges
while
as well.
dancing.
So there are no more mirrors on the board, I will say,
Incredible.
right now. So which is
Alright.
huge.
I will turn to Moonboy and ask him if he can get to Klik. I guess your turn's over, but I will take my second. I will take my second attack at the Meridian Tract member who started running away. I'm going to shoot him.
Oh, okay,
back.
cool. Go for it. I also realized that I forgot to move the elven ship on its turn. It went after Klik, but it was 19 in the initiative order, so I am going to move it. So give me just a second
Okay.
there, Jordan.
It's pretty shitty. That's a 14.
Oh, a 14, I believe, misses, but I'm going to just triple check here. It does. 14 misses as it...
Goes
Yeah, he's-
crackling over his head.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not used to being all tall.
I'm gonna give K.A.I kind of a move back signal to kind of try to bottleneck them on the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take... no, I'm going to take a bunch of opportunity attacks if I do that.
I assume
I think they're already...
the moonbeam drops.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
I like that idea, but I think I have to maybe wait.
Yeah.
Don't want to take 4 opportunity attacks. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay where I am. I have as many of them as engaged as possible, but they can't get past me. I'm going to stay put.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you just stay right there with this, surrounded by these uniformed elves. And that will bring up one of the Meridian Track members over here, who is right next to you, K.A.I, who is going to attack you. As another elf with a sword.
I'm
attacks
sorry,
you.
I do have a bonus action on my turn, and
Go
I'll use
for
it to gain. I'll activate my defensive field and gain some temporary hit points. 10 of them.
Hell yeah. This one failed at his first hit and critically failed on the other hit, so I'm going to make him fall over in front of you and is now
Incredible.
prone right here. As these dudes just can't get the
There's a
job
couple of them
done.
prone.
Yeah, there's 2 now.
Just a bunch of oops. Real
Bunch of
seven
Costanzas.
stooges. Out of the way! You're pushing.
Great. That is going to bring up then Relic, who is flying the ship over here, and the ship is going to move another 40 feet. It's going to, or how much? 80 feet.
It's been moving 80.
Yeah, 80. Sorry, yeah, because its regular movement is 40, so it's going to dash and move 80. The other ship should have dashed too, so I need to adjust it a little bit farther. But that is then going to bring up Flute. We're at the back. We're at the top of the initiative order here. We're back to you on the ship.
All right. Sorry, I'm burping a bunch.
Stress bursts. I understand. Yeah.
You ate a lot of
Alright.
snacks. It's fair.
Yeah, it's true.
Too
K.A.I
many
snacks are good.
treats. Yeah, I'll kind of realize that the kitchen's a mess and I can't find anything in it, and I will stroll back down the hall to where the hammock room is, and I'll just kind of look in the door where Gurliathan, or at least Gurliathan Puppet, is searching for the password to the Helm store.
Sure.
And I'll just kind of look at him for a moment and be like, "Look, relax, friend. We've won. All right, we've won. We have the ship. Why don't I look for the password? You go up on deck, see if anyone's flying after us. If I don't know how much you remember, but our former crewmates are a bit famous for last-minute heroics. So why don't you go up, see if anyone's flying after us? I'll look for the password. If I don't find it, we'll just wait outside the Helm's room until Will is ready to come out."
He's like, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, we should, I should probably man the weapon we got there in case anyone does come up to it. And I got a couple spells up my sleeve. He winks at you and he's like, I'll be, I can handle it if anyone comes through. He says so.
Right.
But I do want you to roll you can roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Uh, 19.
Oh man, he got an 18. So that was close there.
Amazing. Amazing.
And yeah, so he is going to, on his turn, he will, which is soon after yours, he will go up to the top of the deck of the ship here. He indicates that he's going to. Would you like to do anything else with your turn? You've used all of your movement.
Are you able to hold your action to dash? Because it's an action, right?
Sure, yeah. We'll say
You
yes.
can take the dash action.
What's that?
Makes sense.
You take the dash
Go
action.
upstairs and then
Yeah, but you can hold it, right? You don't have to do
Yeah.
it right then. Right?
Yeah, I mean, if you attack. Otherwise, I mean, when you attack holding an action, you're holding the attack action.
Sure, yeah.
This is something I don't know because I've never seen it done.
I
but-
started reading it and it got a little too complicated, and so I'm just gonna say yes for now, and I'll figure that out later. It feels like maybe
Okay.
the technical answer is no, but I don't understand it enough to be able to make that argument. So let's just say yes for now. But you have to tell me
Okay.
where you specifically you are dashing. Yeah.
Yes. If Goliathan leaves and goes out of my sight, I'm going back to the door of the Helm's room.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm
Great.
down. I'll move myself. But I guess that's my turn.
Okay, cool. That is going. He's pretty much. You know that he is going to, and he's going to be able to use his whole movement to get above board. So you can go ahead and put yourself another 30 feet there.
Oh, whoops! I moved goat on accident. No. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You're just in the same token spot. Great. Okay, cool. You see him like walk out of the room and start heading up the stairs there, and you can dash back that way, no problem. And that is going to bring up. He's above board here, but I'm going to put him right there because that's where he will be moving another 30 up this way. So he's about like here, but above board. And that is going to then bring up Klik. It's now your turn.
Okay. I would like to find a way to get below deck. And hopefully find a helm's room.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to take your action to investigate here. As you were unfamiliar with this ship and you have to spend time like really trying to find it. So roll that investigation check here. And if you get above a
it's investigation.
Yep. If you get above about 18. Okay, well, I was going to say if you get like if you hit the DC for being able to find the 18 or find the helm room as you walk down, because you immediately kind of see this trap door on the right side, which clearly opens to below, and it's not. I mean, it's not locked or anything like that. It is built to be built so you can move quickly through it. And as you just kind of step down into it. So that will be 15 feet of your movement to get over there, and you drop down. And then you see another, just 5 feet from you is a door leading inside pretty much in the same location that the helm is on your ship, just in the back part of it, kind of like in the safer belly of the ship. And you can see a locked door there.
It's a locked door?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Well, I will go up to the locked door, and I'm going to use a bonus action to use my second wind that I forgot I still had.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
And regain a little bit of hit points here.
Yeah. As you, the adrenaline is just like pushing you forward in this moment.
I gained 12. I rolled a 1 on the dice.
Oh no! Still 12 hit points right now.
That's okay. That's okay. I will take them, and I will wait outside the door. And that's
cool.
what I got.
Great. That brings a bunch of Meridian Track members over here as you are still bottlenecked and alone here, Kai. I'm just going to go ahead and roll a bunch of attack rolls at you because they're in the same general time frame. So that's going to be those are going to miss. Those are going to miss. Your AC is still 24, right?
Correct.
I got a 23, but that's not a 24. Still nothing.
Prone.
Yep. Those two are going to stand up on their turn.
Yeah, they can still do that.
Because there's nobody who go. Oh, there's one that goes after you. So that's it. That's everybody. The one who, one of them is still prone because the one of them that is prone is the one that goes after you. But this one is going to step up here as well. And this one is the one who is running away is going to dash away from you. So you still have 6 Meridian Track members, one of them who is flat on his butt in front of you, and then one of them who is sprinting away back toward the ship, hopefully trying to help with something over there. So that will bring up, and I can't believe I did not roll a single. I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I rolled 10 D20s and did not get a 18 or above on any of them. That is going to bring up then. I almost forgot to do the Elven ship again. Yeah. As it before any of those Meridian Track members went, it's going to back out of here again. It should have moved another 35 feet last time, so I'm gonna add that on top. So that's 70 plus 35 is 105 from where it is.
Yikes.
So it is there. It's now like the tip of the ship is not very. It's still fairly close to the far outcropping of the right side of the dock. The point at the front is still about 5 feet off there, but the ship is getting ready to get the hell out. So that is now. It will bring up Moonboy and Kai. It's now your turn.
Okay.
All right. You want me to go first?
Go for it.
All right.
I'm
gonna
kind
send-
of swooping in behind you, like,
Yeah, for sure.
I've got your back, dude.
Yeah, as you're just
Yeah,
like flying above this astral sea, like up in the air. Go for it.
Wild. I'm going to send another shot at a dude running away. Don't really want him to get where he's going.
Sure.
Which one is running? This one?
Far guy. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. All right. He's going to take 12 points of force damage plus 6 points of fire damage.
All right, that is going to down him as he you take this long shot here, and you just as he's running away, you hit like a sniper shot underneath the crane that divides the two outcroppings on the dock, and just like knock him over, and he falls flat.
Right. And for my second attack, I'm going to
Eagle Kai.
I'm going to bring my Thunder Gauntlet down hard on the prone guy. There's still one guy prone, right?
Yes, that's correct. There, yep.
Okay. That's going to be 27 to hit.
Holy shit, it hits. Yeah, as again, you're just this huge mechanical form of yourself with this big
And
magical shield.
I'm
and you
big,
just,
so it does extra damage.
Hell
with
yeah.
Melee attack. Ooh. All right. He's going to take 13 points of thunder damage.
All right, let's go.
Are you hurt, Kai?
Not really.
Okay.
Got a few scratches. Nothing
Okay.
major. If you want to try to help Klik, you can. I can hold here.
Wait, I'm sorry. The number slipped out of my head. How much damage was it altogether?
I think I said 13 points of thunder
Okay,
damage.
cool. Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't think I can catch them.
Okay.
Cool. That is going to be the end of your turn, I believe, right, Kai?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Correct.
I'm going to just attack. Let's say this. This one, the one that's the two spears.
Sure. Yeah. The one on right next to
Closest
Kai's
to
left.
me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or actually, yes, that's what happens. These two guys are still held, correct?
No. No, because you dropped concentration.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yep, and no one is prone anymore.
Boy.
Yeah, as you're just like floating above this astral sea, and you can see that Kai is down a couple of these, but they're still just like pushing in on this huge, gigantic form as the ship is starting
Just,
to
there's a
move away.
couple of things I can do, but it's just like it wouldn't really be crazy helpful. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to attack this guy right here with one of my guiding bolts, one of my signature guiding bolts.
Sure. Jordan, can you also can you have the Moonboy just for free before you do? Let's have you roll a perception check.
Perceptions. Almost a crit. So close to a crit. But instead it's a 10.
10. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that ship is getting away, and you know that like maybe helping Kai not get overrun is probably the best call. So shoot that shot.
Bummer.
I wonder what you didn't see.
Wonder what I didn't see. Don't you hate that? Okay. Oh, jeez. I guess I'm out of guiding bolts. I need to start spending spell slots.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was impressed that you had one left, but because that makes
Actually,
sense.
I do. I'm going to spend this at level 2,
Oh shit. Okay.
which puts it up to 5d6 if it hits, unless I crit, which I just did.
Let's go.
Holy shit! What?
Smoke
That's
'em.
incredible.
28 to hit, just crit.
Incredible.
How about I
Upcasting
crit
guiding
it
bolt.
instead?
That's a huge crit.
5d6.
Guide
So the
self.
first chunk is 21 damage.
All right, and you're adding to that.
Next chunk is, I just roll the damage twice, right?
That's correct. Yep.
18 damage. So that's 39 damage.
Woo! So yeah, you
Damage.
yeah, you would
Guiding
get
bolt.
Amazing.
you would get advantage if this Meridian Track member was still alive, as he's just like lit up with his, with this like astral light, and
See a
his like
skeleton.
his charred
Incredible.
stinking form just falls over the side here.
And as that happens, another one fires off and tries to hit a dude next to him, but rolls a critical 1.
Oh dang.
Amazing.
Critical stink.
Crazy. Critical stink.
All right.
Who to think?
Jordan, roll another d20 then, since you rolled a
Critical stink?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you dirty rat. Oh, it's an 11.
Okay, cool. That does not hit Kai's AC, so it does not do any damage to him.
Free
You
crit.
dirty rat.
As the second that
funny.
second astral shot just like flies and like burns up in the magical shield that Kai has.
Yeah.
Great.
Shank
Okay,
it.
and then I'm going to exactly. I'm going to move down here.
All right, cool. As you're flying toward that space there.
Can't quite make it.
That is going to you fly back toward the dock here as you see both the ships, one with Klik on one, Klik is on one and Flute is on the other, and they are both pulling away from the dock. So you're just kind of having have your little moon fingers crossed here as you head back toward solid ground of the dock. And that is going to bring up Relic. So the ship is going to move another 80 feet away, which might almost put it at the end of the map that I extended today. Not quite, but close. And that will bring us back to the top. I forgot that you stabilized Goat Flute. Shout out to that. Back to the top of the initiative order, and that will make it Flute's turn here.
Oh boy, already. Oh boy.
Yeah, the initiative order is getting a lot quicker now that a lot of the stuff that was here before is not.
You got a plan?
What's that?
You got a plan? You ready to save the day?
Yeah, sure. Remind me of this, the magic door in Gerleithen's chamber. This is a door you can only enter through with magic. It's not the sort of door that can be pried open.
Correct. That is 100% correct. Yep. It does not exist unless the magical, it is a wall that you could go through, but they're like punching through it. You've never tried that. Figure there's probably some safeties there. They definitely dimension doored in there, but it's not it does not have a seal to it. It is like a created opening through a magical spell. That is correct.
Great. Then I'll make sure that I'm alone, and I will whisper the word and go in.
Can you roll a perception check to find out if you're alone?
10.
Cool. I will say, you as a player, Andrew, are unsure if you are alone or not. You've seen, there's been a lot of fuckery here. There's been a lot of people who aren't what they seem. So it is truly your call if you're going to. You have to say it out loud to activate it, but it's up to you.
Yeah, if I don't see anyone, I'll whisper it.
Cool. Great. So you say it, and the mirror, just it's like a smoke being blown away as the mirror just disappears, and you see the blue glow, and you hear Dingham Nidris's voice go, You're terrible at driving me. And you just hear another voice be like, I don't care. It's happening, which is, Relic's voice.
I'll come in back. Hey, Relic, Goliathan wants your help manning the ballistas. I guess he's worried about somebody chasing us, so wanted me to take over on the helm.
Oh boy. You're definitely gonna have to do a deception check here, and I think, oh man, I think it's gonna be with disadvantage. Unfortunately.
Anyone can do it.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Even with disadvantage, not bad.
Not bad.
That'll
The
be
kid can lie.
26.
Holy shit!
Yes.
Liar.
With disadvantage, it was a 26.
It was with
Wow.
disadvantage.
Man, I gave myself advantage on this, and I got a 13.
Wow. What?
Oh, I rolled a 14 and a
happening?
16, and then I got to add 12 to it.
Man,
They are
just
mere mortals. Mere mortals.
yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
So you got a 28.
No, because
Um,
it's disadvantage. 14.
And
Oh,
I
14,
think that
16.
this is a thing that it reveals something to you here, because Relic goes, "Oh right, I mean I am the gunner. I should probably shoot the shots since I'm the one
Right.
most proficient in it, who will be able to hit things the best." So it kind of like looks down at its hands, and it says, "Okay, you ready? We'll do it quick."
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just need a moment. Sure. Yeah. Hop out. I'll hop in.
Okay, and I'm calling this holding your action until Relic's turn, because on his turn he's going to disconnect and go, and you have to reconnect. He's like, I'll stay here to watch it, because this thing totally fucked up the one in Goat's body. And Ding Hum just says, I did no such thing. I merely absorbed most of, and Relic is like, I don't care. And he's like, I'm just going to
absorb. What did you absorb?
most of her consciousness. And Relic's like, so I'll stay here to make sure that we don't have any problems with that, but yeah. And he's like, I'll go, this body is probably the best one at shooting the ballista. And
All right.
You'd
Sounds good.
think.
yeah, it does not know that about Relic. And so that is going to bring up Klik. It's now your turn as we swoop over to the other ship that is leaving here.
How magical is this door?
It is not magical. It is simply a metal lock, from what you can tell.
Sick. I'm gonna try to break it.
Cool. You can either use sleight of hand to try and pick it, or you can use strength to just try and bowl it over. It's technically athletics.
Is there any chance I can make an attack roll at it?
To break the lock?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go for it.
If I use... Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, because I know what the lock's AC and how many hit points it is, so go for it.
All right, well, I'm gonna hit it with a Githka, and it's certainly gonna hit. It's a 26 to hit.
A 26 does hit, yes.
And we will do a 9 slashing damage to it.
Okay, cool. It is, as you just slam this down on there, you make contact with it, and you're clearly making leeway as the metal moves, kind of chopping it off of this wooden door a bit and bending it, but it is not broken yet.
15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Again!
Gotta get me one of these locks. To wear as a
17
necklace.
to hit.
17 does not hit. Yeah.
What?
A tough lock.
20 to hit.
A 20 does hit. Yeah.
Great. Jesus Christ, I should have done a strength check. This is 7 plus 6 is 13 slashing. 14
Okay, cool.
slashing.
That will do it. That will break this lock
Great.
here. So as you hit it with this, like you get one in there and it like pulls it off, but you can't quite like pry it off, and then you get one in there and just rip the lock off, and the doors just kind of, as with the ship's movement too, they just kind of swing open, and you see this elf who's in Meridian track gear and looks like a autumn tree is its body. It is both a elf and all of its like arms and its hair are these orange and red leaves, and it looks up and you can see this blue glow in its eyes that is clearly attuning to the stone helm that it is sitting on. And it looks up at you and he goes, "No!" It says, "You can't be in here." Yeah. So
I have one more attack. Can I attack him?
absolutely.
Yes, that is what I was hoping for. I'm
You
gonna
got it.
throw a cha at this boy.
Cool.
17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Caw, easier than the door.
Funny.
5 plus 7 is 12 slashing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as your weapon just like smashes into its chest here as you step up to it. It's like sitting down, and it's like blue guys are looking up at you, and it like holds its hand up to protect itself. But you just like slash off all of these leaves that just seem to are bleeding as they fall, but like fall onto the ground here. And it
Do I
cries
get,
out in pain.
Can I
I'm
break
Autumn, the tree
concentration?
spirit.
I'm gonna.
I've never hurt anyone.
Okay.
I'm the one
Okay.
Meridian track member who's.
Exactly.
Violence me, Earth Mantis.
So it's only a 10 DC for me for the concentration check here.
Yeah, I know.
But
Please, I have a backstory.
he is going to make a concentration check. That is correct. Oh, he got a 19. He is
Yep, that'll
he
do it.
is
Okay.
up here. As you see, like
fucker.
he's clearly in pain, but you just see him like grip the helm, and the blue glow in his eye maintains as. But you are standing over him now.
I have a little bit of movement. Is there any cover or anything I can get? I guess he can't attack me while he's attuned. If there's any cover, I would like to get half cover, but if not, I don't know what the surroundings are in there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's have you. If you step away from him, you will accrue an opportunity attack. So that is up to you.
Oh, he was like right in the door.
Yeah, like you when you step inside the door, you are 5 feet from him. Like you are in melee range.
I
Yeah.
rolled.
Oh, sorry, I'll put him on the map. I have him here.
No, that's okay. So I should have rolled Githka damage instead of Chotka, but
Yes.
that's okay.
Yeah.
So on that
Because
attack,
you
which
had-
means
you
I
would-
have another attack on him.
Well,
If he's in range for a Githka, I will try to hit him twice.
Well, I'll say this: he is. If you step inside the door, I figured you were using the melee weapon, so I auto factored
Yeah.
in you stepping 5 feet inside of the door because you're standing outside of it, and if there's 5 feet
Yeah.
between you and him, so if you step inside, you're in melee range. But if you
Yeah.
don't, you can just step to the side as the doorway is like a 5x5 doorway.
Okay.
So you can
I assumed
definitely-
I couldn't move between attacks, so that's why I switched to the Chotka. But
you can move between attacks. Yeah.
okay, can I roll another Chotka or Githka attack on him then
Do you have a fourth
with
one?
my offhand?
Oh,
No, I
yeah,
only rolled
you,
one.
You have the bottom. Yeah, you have your.
Yeah, I got this. I still get a spike
for
on
your
him.
bonus action. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
18 to hit.
An 18 does hit. Yeah, absolutely.
That's good damage. 13 slashing.
Okay, cool. So. Yeah. So you are like right up next to him here.
Okay. Then I will not use my movement, and I will just chill next to the tree chair. Do I get another concentration check if I hit him a second time?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
It's a 10 DC. Got a 19 again. That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
We gotta try.
I mean, one of those successes is a huge deal. So,
Yeah.
Son of a birch.
Son of a bird.
Ah.
That's a good one.
Okay. That is my turn.
Okay, cool. With that, we are right at the 9 o'clock point here. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break where we drink, pee, and we'll see you in just 5 minutes to finish up this big old battle here.
We're gonna drink that pee. We're gonna see what's see.
Bon
All right, see you in a second.
Peace.
I had my finger on the top to tell when it was started to boil.
Well, that's
Really?
we're
That's a
back,
bad
chat,
idea.
and Andrew has proved again that you shouldn't watch water boil, because time
It
shifts
won't
and changes.
boil. It's self-conscious.
My grandma used to watch bacon fry in the microwave. She'd sit right in front
Then
of
they
it.
took her away.
Nice. Yeah.
I
So-
love that grandparents did that stuff, and they're like, "Don't sit too close to the TV." And you're like,
Then I won't be able to see the bacon.
"You have bathed in cancer for 45 years. I think
Oh,
we'll be
my
fine."
God.
Now let me put on some
Drink out of a
suntan
lead
oil
cup. Yeah.
and go
I thought it was good for
hunt
you,
for
then.
radium in Reno.
You take my tincture of melanoma.
So it is Goliath's turn here, and he's going to move up and attach himself to the ballista. That will bring up after Goliathan a bunch of Meridian Track members. So I'm just going to do the Meridian Track block again here to make it quick and easy, because there's only one that goes before you, or there's only one that goes in out of order here. I did almost forget to do the ship again, but I didn't. The ship because he is still attuned to the helm currently, he is going to move the ship another 70 feet away from you all. So he's moving the ship with his turn. He cannot currently cast a spell. So he's going to move the ship 75 feet this way. And that is... so yeah, I'm going to move that ship. As you all see, just like the ship continue to float back in a way. He was maybe going to turn it around, or going to like turn this way, which is what you missed, Moonboy, there. And because he might have just like changed direction of it, but since Klik is on the ship here with him, he is going to do that. And he is also going to yell out to somebody. He's like, "Help me! Help! Someone is in the helm room." And that will bring up all these Meridian Track members over here. So let's see, Kai. How many do you have next to you?
Okay, good.
All but
Klik's got it.
1, 2, 3.
What Flute is to lying, Klik is to killing mobs. We're fine.
The ship isn't that big. How many guys can there really be on it?
oh, that is one of them is going to go before the mob of the people next to Kai. So you do see one Meridian Track member like pull his sword out and run over to the helm room here. Klik. He is
Comes out yawning.
yeah.
The battle already happened.
He is going to have to dash to get to you because he is on the upper part of the ship, like tucked away in this front area. And so he is going to just get right up against you here, Klik. He's going to be like right in the doorway. That is with his sword drawn out. So now there's a bunch of Meridian Track members attacking you, Kai, again with their swords, watching their allies just
Again
get like
with the sword.
pummeled off of the side here. And they're just gritting their teeth in. They're in it for the honor now at this point, which
They
there's
also
not
saw
much
what
of that.
happened to their friend who tried to run away.
That's true. One of them got a 24, which I believe is your AC.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
And that's it. That's the only hit there. So I'm going to do another... Great. I'm going to do another 7 points of damage to you as one of them slips the sword past the radiant sphere of magic around you that is your magical armor here, and it just rips some pieces of metal off of you.
It puts a dent in my defensive field because I still have temporary hit points.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. That is a good flavor correction there. I mean it. Cool. Then that now will bring up Moonboy and K.A.I. It is now your turn.
I mean, y'all could fly. Eventually, I'll stop the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. I think Moonboy and K.A.I are kind of a battle mind at this point, and Moonboy kind of looks to K.A.I to be like, which one to target next? Which one is he going to try to hit?
I guess we can try to... Let's focus fire, and I will... the one that is green on the map, sort of between me and Moonboy in the second row.
Sure. Yep. The one that you yeeted forward back.
Right.
Yep. The one you yeeted back earlier. Absolutely.
That one?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
here, let me shoot him so I can give you advantage on that shot.
All right.
Do you have another guiding bolt?
If the DM's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Damn.
I can cast it at second level.
Jordan over here just sitting on spell slots. I love it. Go for it. Upcasting it. Hell yeah, I didn't know you had so many spell slots left. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Okay.
full caster.
Yeah, I'm going to attack that guy.
Go for it.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Great. That is going to be... Oof. 13 damage.
All right, he is still up.
Okay. And then I rolled a 10 for the bonus action, so that probably misses.
It's true.
So now go ahead, K.A.I, you have advantage.
All right, I blast.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah.
Verily, I blast.
In an amazing synchronicity too, because you all are acting together. Moonboy, you swoop over and shoot this guiding bolt, hit one from behind, and he glows up. And K.A.I, he's kind of in the back line of these folks, and so you're just in your huge form, just leaning over some of these dudes and shooting this lit up target that Moonboy's teed up for you.
Totally. That's going to be 26 to hit.
Absolutely hits. Damn, this is crazy.
It's going to take 15 points of force damage plus an additional 4 points of fire damage.
Cool. Yeah. As you just whoom on this cannon, and it makes contact with him and burns him up a bit, but his charred form is still there. He's wheezing and holding on, and still has his sword out.
I will give him another to improve my odds. That's going to be a 15.
15 misses.
Rolled terribly.
Sometimes it happens. Happens to me all the time.
It happens. What is this? I hate this. All right. That is going to be my turn.
Okay, cool. That is going to cool. Yeah. So as you all both do this damage to him, the one that you both hit is gonna lean up and be he's trying to hold on. He kind of yells out. He's for the sky, for the scars, for our home. And all of them just reinvigorate themselves a little bit as they seem to be trying to stop you here, and it seems very important to them. And even though they're seeing all these Meridian Track members laid to waste, they're gritting their teeth and still pushing onward here.
I am just absolutely covered in their blood.
Yeah, burnt parts that are just ash on your magical sphere around you. That is going to be the one that goes after you's turn then, and he's like going to echo the yell, and he's like, "For the sky!" And he's going to try and attack you. See if he can do it. Absolutely not. It just like bounces against, but you can just see determination in his eyes in front of you, and he's like,
I forgot to use my bonus action again. I'm so sorry. You know
so
what?
I check in with you now. I'm like, is your turn done? Are you?
I forgot. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
I'll ask you
Okay.
specifically if you'd use your bonus action. What would you like to use it for?
No, I didn't do it. I
Okay,
should have
cool.
remembered.
Absolutely. And so you can just see like determination in this elf's eyes as he's like trying to stab at you, but is unable to do it. That will bring up the relic's turn here. So we are cutting over.
Oh, I also have to make another concentration check.
Oh, that's a
actually.
good point. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a natural one.
Oh.
Oh. And the bill comes due.
Yeah, I think
Drink.
just for the flavor of it too, like the one that yelled out is able to like push forward and like hit something on you. And what happens?
I think he just like he hits me with a good shot. It gets right through all of my force fields, and you see electricity sort of crackle over my body, and it shorts out some of my shields, and I think it just sort of breaks the spell.
Okay, cool.
So do you shrink? What is what?
I shrink,
what
I shrink back down to my normal size.
And you, all of them, you can see in their eyes, all of them are like, "We could do it! We could save us!" And
I raise my shield. My AC is still 24.
they don't know that.
Trying to tell them that. Wait!
But they can get around me now, theoretically. They can flank me and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I will let you put yourself somewhere in that four square. So we cut over here.
I mean, I'll be right there, I guess.
All right, Flute.
We cut over here to Flute, and you see Relic totally believing this lie in front of you. This sort of like, not Relic. Clearly his body, but something else going on here. And he totally believes the lie. He's like, "Oh yes, I am the gunner, so I should go up and get the gun." And he saw you kind of like cower and thinks you're like kind of taking over. It seems as almost like he doesn't like being tethered here because he's kind of tethered into a spot. And so with the huge stone face that is this large orb behind him that is Dingham Nidris. Even though he's attuned to the helm, there is still this like mouth and glowing eyes of inside of the stone that is just like looming over him and watching him as he Relic reaches out his hand toward you, and you have to like walk up to the bottom of this stair set, and Relic begins to walk down it. And Goliathan specifically warned, like he was like, when you all first met him, it was like, "Don't touch him here." And Moonboy's done it once. I think a couple of you other have done it once, and you've succeeded on your wisdom saving throws when you attune to the helm. But there is very much something that something happened to Goat before that has been implied here about accessing your memories, and you would know that he can use his action, which he is doing, to pass the attunement to you. Which is not something you can do with magical weapons, but you can do with spelljamming helms. Shout out to new 5e rules. And so he reaches up and he puts his hand out, and you know that when you make contact with it, you will attempt to attune to the helm.
I don't know about that wisdom save. Guess I was in the bathroom for one of those.
No.
Actually, I think you specifically were not at that session. Yeah, where Goliathan gave that big speech.
I will.
So I should go back and watch.
Grasp his hand and take control.
And your eyes fill up with like blue-white light immediately as you do, and roll maybe one of the biggest wisdom saving throws this game has ever seen.
Dingham Nidris, help him out.
Help me out.
Right?
Dingham
I'm a
Nidris.
bud.
Oh man.
Oh no, he does what he does. Dingham Nidris is an entity that is built for this. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous.
Is that what he does?
All right. Oh no. Oh no. 16.
DC was 15.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated it. I hated it every moment.
Incredible.
Whew.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
It was
the
so.
dice
Oh my
have
god.
carried Flute.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I just like I feel I feel like you could see the blood rush back in my face right there.
I really did not want to throw the dice. I was like, I
told
don't wanna
everybody-
throw the dice.
I told everybody on break, I was like, if he fails this save, I'm gonna kick all of you off, and I'm just gonna do some shit with Flute for a while.
Just gonna have him scream.
Man.
But
Bat him around.
All right.
Like a cat with a mouse.
Relic touches your hand, and you immediately attune to it, and you can feel Dingham Nidris's voice like scream into your spine for a moment as it's just like, and but you are able to hold on to it, and then you can just hear his voice inside, like calmly inside of your head, and he's like, "Well done," and.
We've
Sorry
got to
about
get
the spine
Goliath in a
screams
new
thing.
helm. This helm is not.
Do you not do that where you guys are from?
Oh, sorry.
And Relic is going to step down the blue glow out of his eyes, and now in yours, as the whole room kind of has this like tint to it, and you now can like sense and see all sides of the ships and like inside of the ship as well. So I'd love to have you roll a perception check for me as Relic starts to walk up to the top deck of the ship, but then says, "Oh, what's the password to the door? I needed to get back in."
With the perception, I got an 11. I'm like sitting there with the smoking eyes. I'm like,
Kind of busy.
yeah, and my voice sounds like I'm talking into a Castle Grayskull microphone.
Your mouth, and it's just dial-up sounds.
Yeah. As you speak, Dingham Nidris is like the huge mouth behind you is like imitating what you're saying. It's like following along. It's like when you watch TV and you're like mouthing along to like the things people are saying. Sometimes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like lip reading with you. Yeah.
This helm, I don't know where Goliath got it, but I'll think for a moment back.
The password is Swan Dive.
Roll a deception check. I would love if Relic is the one who caught you in a lie.
Well, good luck, Relic. That'll be a 28.
God, I got a 16 and was feeling kind of hyped about it. I don't know why. So
I also got a 16, but then I turned on the lying power.
You kind of, I think, like, just for the flavor of this too, you hear both Dingham Nidris's voice now in your head, but also that little whisper of the rider in your head, and it's like, sinner. And like, but means that in like a nice, like well done, through all of this as well. Just, and also kind of like reminding you that he's still here. And this
is a white lie.
No, he's stoked. It was a compliment. He was being like, nice, bro. And so Relic is going to swap places with you and then walk out of this room. And
Firing a shot.
Flute, you now have control of the dinger.
Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't fucking believe it. I truly cannot believe it. I'm so
Is there a
impressed.
horn? Can you go dig it?
Well, I'll tell you this. Goliathan, or whatever is puppeting him now, instantly knows that he was charmed by Flute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Why? Because you lost concentration?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I
Switch
had
concentration.
concentration on charm.
Look at that. Look at
I
that.
think. Let me make sure it uses concentration, because it's an hour-long spell.
It does.
So some of them don't. Let me just
Maybe it
double check.
doesn't.
Every now and then there's a weird one where it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it does, though, because I was like, it was part of my weekly hell.
Whatever.
ritual
You're the
of,
ship
like,
now. Suck him down a toilet.
I will
doesn't
say,
take concentrations. This is what I'm saying.
not seeing it.
So he still is charmed.
Nice.
Amazing.
incredible. And I will say, you hear, just for flavor, as the wisp is forming back in the mirror, you hear Relic's voice go, "Oh my God, that's brutal!" to Goat's unconscious body as he walks by. You also too are a little like adrenaline pumping in this moment, like feeling this magical aura take over you that you know might have consumed you and could have consumed you in some sense, and just like realizing all the shit that you have just done, where you're not even like, you do have the ability to see all around the ship, but you're just kind of in go mode, and you just know what is outside of the ship, and you don't give it a good like fleece of what is where.
Right. And I
because of that
can't
perception
do any
check.
steering this turn, right? Because we already.
Correct. Yeah. On your turn, you will though, because that was Relic's turn. And
All right.
huge, man. It's a different game now. You all have. You're about to maybe have two ships. At least you at least have one for sure. That's going to bring up Flute. Is now your. I mean, yeah. Actually, no.
ships.
We are at the top of the initiative
it's
order.
Flute,
It is
yeah.
Flute's
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
Great. The ship travels the same speed forward and backwards, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
I have no idea Klik's on that other ship, but I also don't think I would really care. I am putting.
You
the
don't even
ship
know it's
in-
moving off the dock right now. Yeah.
Okay. Then I am rocketing the ship backwards toward the dock as fast as it will go.
Incredible. You
and
sure
I
do
would
get
like to
80 feet of movement back there.
suck in an electrified breath and kind of center myself, and then I would like to try to take stock of the ship.
Well, I'll say you
I
can
wanna know what
either
else is on board this ship with me.
you can either use an action to do a perception check, or you can dash back. So you can either move the ship back 80 feet and do no perception check, or you can do a perception check and move it back 40 feet.
I don't think they can get in here where I am. I'm dashing back 80 feet.
Let's fucking go, dude. Cool. So that is going to move all y'all back.
Just out of curiosity, currently the Dinger is under the gravitational force of the Azure Forge, right? It is not producing its own back gravity.
Correct, which you would know immediately, which does imply that you are still inside of something's orbit. You know, in the rules of spelljamming, like the greater gravity force wins here, so you are still inside the bubble of some sort of orbit, which also implies that there is an exterior. to
Do
that,
not crash the Dinger.
but you drop the anchor.
We'll see what's gonna happen.
Incredible.
I'm driving.
Klik, when you're driving your ship, you can decide not to crash.
Player autonomy.
No, I'm trying to race back to the dock where I left my companion. So, yeah.
And you can hear kind of like throughout the ship just a few different voices go, "What the?" and like in swear in different variety of different languages. And that is that's an incredible turn. It's now going to bring up Klik as you now have a elf behind you and this autumn fiery elf like in front of you that is attuned to the helm. What would you like to do? Who was looking, I will say, looking pretty wounded.
Stock 'em robots. The guy attuned to the helm. Well, I'm certainly gonna hit him. He's I will do a Githka attack on the tree elf, and
Cool.
that'll be a 19 to hit.
Cool. 19 does hit. As it seems, he's a mage, so he just seems like not super ready to be fighting your big warrior self.
13 slashing on that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he cries out in pain again. It's just like a huge, like it looks like he shivers as you wound him, and just all of these like leaves fall off as they bleed on the ground.
16 to hit.
16 hits. He is again. This is not the armored like spry meridian track fighter that you were fighting on the dock.
13 once again on the damage dice.
That is gonna kill this motherfucker. And
Wow.
Oh boy.
a huge difference between doing damage to him and knocking him out of concentration. He did have spells to cast, but he can't cast a
Sweet.
spell if he's dead. So
See, that's the warrior way.
give us a little bit of flavor here as you see this like fiery energy just like forming around him. As you could tell on his turn he was going to cast a spell at you if he lost concentration here. But give us just some give us this moment a little bit.
I mean, Klik still thinks that she's chasing down the Dinger and the rest of her friends. Every action that she is doing on this ship is furious and blind. And she came to take control of this elvish ship, and god damn it, is she gonna do it? Yeah.
So you just step up to this dude and murder him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he's like still sitting on the chair, and you just like lean over with your moon-shaped gift gun just into him.
She is going to do a slow pivot, clicking like the predator, and look over her shoulder at this sleepy ass deserter elf who came to fight her, and she will attack him.
There are now. You see too that there are now 4 other elves standing behind him.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Bring
when
them
did
on.
they get here?
Yep.
Well, I do not have a plan to lock the door because I blew up the door. Well, it's a 17 to hit the one that's here.
Okay, cool. They're technically here because they had to. Yep. Great. 17 does hit.
It's the same dice you've been rolling, just 13 again. We're
Guess
rolling
what?
well on damage dice.
These are also not the warriors that you saw before. They have a different job on this ship, and when they show up, they do pull out swords. But your first hit, you like murk this dude, put your Githka blade just like through like his throat. You turn around and you attack, like getting ready to fight. And it's like these durable, like very skilled fighters that ran off at you. And this hit just like slices the chest of this elf open, and it just like looks horrified and like falls over and is dead in front of you.
Good
Their
lord.
different job on the ship is dying.
Klik will look up from the bloody corpse she just slaughtered at the 4 elves who have approached her and hiss in this horrible, clacking, like nasty, vicious, fire-eyed voice like a
Terrifying.
rattlesnake.
Yeah.
This
When you
ship
find one
is
cockroach.
mine, and anyone who interrupts me will die the same death.
I love that it still comes out like in your Rachel voice, like from the
It's
the
just
converter too.
this ship is mine.
Yeah.
Through her translator.
I gotta fix that thing.
But below it is this sort of guttural, rattly.
Do you have any attacks left?
I do.
If
I
you
have
don't
one more
use any of
attack.
those, if you don't use the attack, I'll let you roll an intimidation check.
I would prefer to roll an intimidation.
Go for it. Which is not how the rules work, but it feels like it makes sense in this moment.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm a little
But-
intimidated.
Okay. 16.
3 of them drop their weapons, and the other one looks at you. He's like, cowards! He's like, we're here to save the world!
Wait, how many were there?
3, there's 4, and 3 of them drop their weapons.
Whoa, okay.
And you see just like a little spark of like magic as he grabs he like holds his sword, and you think he might have enough magic in him to maybe attune to this helm. And is part of the reason he's like feeling a little brave here. And he so there's and I will put them, I'm going to step them back here just for purposes on the map, but one of them is like pulling his weapon out and hoping to fight you.
I am Buffoonius, and I will have my vengeance.
I am going to step back and occupy the space of the helm. I can't attune, but I can at least get in that spot, right?
Absolutely. Just for the flavor of it, are you
can
sitting
she
down?
just... Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She watches 3 people step away, and clicking, holding her stick, she sits down on the throne,
Yeah.
the helm, and crosses her big legs.
Nice.
Very cool.
Oh my
Love
god. Incredible. Incredible. You earned that one. Oh, fuck.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's my turn.
Great. That is going to then bring up.
You've slain the ship's mascot.
Yeah.
It's going to bring
Chopped up Dimbus. It saved
Upon
3 of
Dimbus,
his.
the tree elf.
It's going to bring up
It's
Goliath.
just the Keebler tree.
Yeah.
And Relic didn't get far enough to get to the top
Gimbus,
there.
no!
Gimbus and Wimbus. Oh, pirate. That,
It was
Gimbus
Bimbus.
and
Gimbus and Bimbus.
excuse
Oh,
me.
pirate.
So Relic is not far enough to warn Goliathan, and Goliathan doesn't perceive any current threats as he is up at the ballista there. And so he's not going to do anything. That is going to bring up a bunch of Meridian track members, though. And the ones left are all going to attack you, K.A.I, here. So, except for one of them who goes after you. So
I'm
that's...
small now.
yeah,
In case that
brag about it. What's your AC?
affects what they want to do. 24.
Okay, cool. That is 1 hit. I did crit on a roll. There we go.
Wow.
Which one is it?
Let's see. I'll go in clockwise. So it's the 2 here, the one right immediately in front of you.
All right.
I realize these are both the same token. Sorry, hold on. Yep. Yeah, it's the one like straight up facing you. The one
I'm
right in
going
front of your
to
face.
use my reaction to activate my repulsion shield again, and I'm going to do what we did last time. Send him into one of his friends.
Okay, which is very
Nice.
funny because the one who's standing at the right direction is the one that you rocketed before.
That's fine.
So you are
Very funny.
Yes.
He's like just getting his bearings. Like,
Yeah.
Pachinko.
Okay.
Oh boy, what an afternoon this has turned out to be. Ah!
Just playing billiards with Elf. Goons.
Billiards.
He does 11 points of damage to you, and then I'm going to give the boy who got rocked before, I'm going to give
Boy
him
who
a
got rocked.
Boy who
strength
was
saving
rocked.
throw, which he just very sadly failed. So as he, do unto others as you wish done unto you, that works here somehow. Whatever curse you put on someone will come back tenfold. He was rocketed back and his life was saved because he knocked another one of his Meridian track member components allies here off the side, and this time he is getting knocked off the edge and he just yells, he's like, no, and falls
scream.
off the edge. Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
And
scream for
then this one is now prone as well, the one that you just booped. But you did take 11 points of damage. And so that will bring up. That was just 2 attacks. I got 2 more. That's none of those are gonna hit, and none of those are gonna hit. So they just kind of like as they're like bashing through, they're like, "Stick with it, we can do it." As they,
This one of them gets absolutely
Yeah.
pinballed.
yeah, potato
Sounds
cannon
like
out
a
of here.
Potato cannon.
Yeah, potato cannon.
Cash register
Whoa,
sound.
for real.
Yeah, definitely. It's like cash register potato cannon. That's
Yeah.
the canonical sound.
Shishing. Yeah. Great.
That
That.
was a good potato cannon sound,
That was
Harlan.
pretty
I mean,
good.
we've talked about how much I love potato cannons on this stream.
They're fun.
Remember how we talked about
I
how I
I
used
heard
to
a
put.
horrifying story about somebody getting shot in the face with a potato cannon that I won't relate here.
Yeah.
I have a stupid story. Anyway, sorry.
But I told
My
you
next
about.
character is a GIF with a potato cannon.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
got
used to
a
break.
band
We used to break open glow sticks and rub them all over the potatoes, and then shoot them out into the darkness.
Whoa, that's
It was-
amazing.
It was very
Wow,
fun and
some
cool.
Peak Indiana shit.
yeah.
I love it.
For real.
Exactly.
We rode those potatoes
Exactly.
all down.
Cool. That is going to bring up Moonboy and Kai's turn. I have the tiny baby bird bladder. I'll be right back. But both of you talk about what you want to do in your turn, and I'll be back here in just
They're
a
going to
second.
take totally fair and honest turns. We'll let you know what happens when you come back.
Yeah.
All right.
You killed them all.
Kill them all. That's all I got.
Okay. I do not have a plan for after we control
I
these
also don't have a
ships.
plan, and I'm still in trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks on your ship in there, Andrew.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
Kai, would it help if I cast Fairy Fire on these guys?
Oh, God.
That would give me advantage on my attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would be the best use of a spell slot.
Do you have any more AoE spells? Not to metagame.
No.
Like, I hate.
I apologize.
I mean, I honestly think we try to take these guys down expeditiously, but conserving our resources because the battlefield is
Carlin
about
hasn't
to
even
be
brought the red
two
dragon out
different
yet.
spelljammers.
Oh.
That's my thought. Cool.
Cool. What's the move?
I am going to... If someone is prone, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against them, right?
You have disadvantage on ranged attacks and advantage on melee
Right,
attacks.
Ranged attacks, that's what I meant. All right, I'm going to send a shot with the Obliterator at the other back row fella.
Cool. Go for it. The one who's not prone. Yep.
Correct.
Cool.
That's going to be a 17.
17 does hit.
All right. He's going to take 15 points of force damage, plus 4 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Smoke 'em.
Yeah, as he is charging up toward you and just takes this huge hit in the shoulder that just burns away into his body, and you hear a sickening crack as he yells out.
I'm gonna double tap him.
Cool.
Give him another. That's going to also hit.
And he says, "This world will not die because of you."
It's a 29. I know, that's not what we're doing.
It
Why do you
is.
think that?
What? No.
That's going to be... Ooh,
That's
8
not
hit.
what we're doing.
not-
Blast!
Kill.
That's going to be 18 points of force damage plus 4 points of fire damage.
Cool. So that's 22 altogether. So that is some math I'm doing in my brain. There, we got it. As he takes another hint, and he just looks up, has two just huge splotches on his body from getting blasted by this cannon, and he goes, "This is the only way for the world to survive." He
You
says,
brought me here.
"To stop you." He shouts out. You want to do anything else in your turn? Would you like to use your bonus action?
Thank you. Yes, I would.
What do you want to do with it?
You are tender and kind, DM. I will, as we exchange words, I will replenish my defensive field.
Cool. That is going to bring up the one who goes after you. The Meridian Track member goes.
Oh, I haven't. I didn't know.
You're
Yeah,
totally
still-
right.
still
Many
Moonboy.
apologies. Go for it.
Which one did you attack, Kai?
The back row on the left.
Yeah, the
The
two
eyeball?
Yes. That are closest to Kai's right arm. On left, if you're looking, stage left here, both look very wounded. The ones on the right have taken hits, but are still looking pretty tough.
One of them is prone as well.
Okay.
That's true. The one in the back row closest to you is prone.
5-foot cube. Now, can I get both of these guys in a 5-foot cube?
It depends on if it says the radius of the is. I believe the answer is no, because I believe a 5-foot cube is just one single spot.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You said that these ones at the back are both looking kind of hurt.
Other side.
No, to the left side, close to
Oh,
Kai's
okay,
right
great.
arm. Those are the hurt ones. Mhm.
Okay. I will. I'm gonna cast a bonfire under the feet of this one, the green one,
Mhm.
And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it got a 20. Dirty 20.
That rat. Okay, then I will also...
How much damage does it take from the bonfire?
None. It's saved.
Oh, it's not a half thing. Yeah.
No.
Yes, it just like nimbly dances out of the way with its last breath, and it looks at you and kind of says, "Not today, Moonboy."
Not today, Moonboy. All right.
That's what you sound like.
Man, I watched the Hellraisers this week, and it made me feel a lot better about some of the shit my villains say, because those villains just say the silliest shit, and it made me feel a lot better.
The Hellraisers sounds like the weirdest sitcom.
Family that lives on your block.
Hellraisers.
Cenobites. Okay.
Okay. I guess that is the end of my turn. You know what? No, I'm
no
not
bonus
gonna,
action with a starry form?
You know, I moved this spiritual weapon, but I'm not going to do that for my
Okay.
bonus action. I'm actually going to fire off some additional moon satellites at that guy that I just missed.
Cool. Yeah, as your starry form just emits these stars.
And I rolled a natural 1 again.
Okay, cool. Then roll another d20 here. Add your spellcasting attack modifier to it.
13.
Cool. Not enough to hit Kai as it goes wide, and it like kind of like sets you up for this Meridian Track members. They just like step out of the way, and it just like, burns into Kai's shield.
Yeah.
Great. That is going to bring up then the Meridian Track member who's going to attack you, Kai. The one who doesn't go in the big block, he's going to miss unless your AC is under 20 for some reason. Now, it is now going to be Relic's turn. So we're going to jump over to the top part of the map here, and he, noticing something is wrong, and they're going in the other direction. Andrew, I want you to call evens or odds, if you could for me.
Evens.
He runs back down below. After the ship starts going the other direction, he runs back down to the mirror and says the fake password that you gave him into it, and you just hear a light thunk against the mirror.
A relic-sized thunk.
Yeah, a relic-sized thunk as he tries to go through it, and you just hear like, "Hey! Hey!" as he's like banging against the wall. But he does not have another dimension door, so he cannot do anything. So he is just going to bang on that wall.
Shut up, nerd.
So he's going to be... he's going to just be up against that wall, banging against you. And he's like, "What? You're going the wrong way. We got to get out of here." And he's like, "We got things to do with the ship. We got to go home." That is going to bring up... so yeah, he's basically like here. He's not in the room. I just can't put the token. There we go. That will bring up. Actually, something is going to happen that you just can't see because it has now been revealed that something weird is going on, and that will bring up Flute. It's now your turn.
Yeah, dashing straight back, full steam ahead.
Cool. Absolutely.
That's my turn.
You can move another 80 feet back here. No problemo, as the ship is
9
just
more turns. I'm back at the docks, guys.
hurtling back in this direction. And
Does it beep in reverse?
Dingham Nidros is making the beep noise.
Beep, beep.
As he just thinks it's like fun, and he's like making a rhythmic sound with it. He's like, "We're going back. We're going back." And
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
cool. That will bring up. Brings up Klik then.
Okay. I am gonna hit this guy.
With a tchotchke?
I'm gonna stand. No, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna hit him with the Gipka.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're walking back over.
Yeah. 18 to hit.
An 18 does hit.
13 on the damage.
Wow.
I have rolled a 7 out of 8 for the last many damage rolls, which is
Amazing.
huge.
13 damage, yeah?
Yeah, 13.
Oh boy,
slashing.
he falls down in front of you.
Okay.
And he bravely stands up, and there's a spark of magic to him, and you stand up and just gut him, and you can see that the other 3 elves feel like they made the right decision here.
Hell yeah.
Y'all tie each other up or something, and I've used my action, so I cannot attune, I guess.
It's true, yeah, but you can walk back over to the helm and just.
But
stand
I
in
will
front of
go
you. Yeah.
sit in it again. How about that?
Absolutely. Yeah, you say, and you can see them all just run off and just kind of and they go find some rope, and one of them fakes pushing a barrel around.
Great.
That brings up Goliathan, who is now going to undo himself and has clearly realized something is wrong. And is going to walk back toward the stairs and is going to dash for his turn as well to get down here. And he is in this room as well without a dimension door. That is going to... you hear his voice be like, Flute! He's like, you yell at you! You're worse than it! And you only get a little bit of it as he's just yelling insults at you.
Is there any communication with a walkie-talkie to Dingham Nidris or the Helm Room?
No, yeah. You need to have one of these, specifically have one of these
Yeah.
walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
And mine's in the back pocket of the Breeze Traveler, so...
So handy. Thank you. I'm so glad I could communicate
Definitely
with him anytime
Don't
I
regret that
wanted.
all the fucking time.
Every Monday.
Yeah.
I could give you one, probably.
That is cool.
So stupid of me.
It's beautiful. That's going to bring up...
And you haven't even called him. You're like, here.
Well, he
take
doesn't
my
even
phone.
have a
It's been
walkie-talkie
It's
to
been
call
like
him.
an
I know.
hour and 40 minutes in game time.
Yeah, he just calls us.
Not true. You went into
Every
another
night.
dimension, and you
1
all
a.m.
have rested.
Azure Forge for forever,
God damn it.
yeah.
You went into another dimension. I get to do anything I want with time when you walk it back. That is going to bring up Moonboy and K.A.I again. Oh, I'm sorry. No. There's both the the ship doesn't get to go. There is a huge pile of Meridian track members before you go. Sorry, I forgot. We're moving so fast now because there's so little compared to what we were doing before.
There's a bigger pile of dead ones than alive ones.
Yep,
There's literally a pile of dead elves in front of me.
Ooh, I got a hit with you. Well, a lot of them fell off the side, but sure, there's definitely some bodies on the ground. Let the elven bodies hit the floor. I did do some damage to you with the closest one to you on your left-hand side. Andrew's full screen now for some reason.
What's happening now?
It's just all Andrew. What happened?
Andrew all the time.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Sorry.
it's
I
okay.
didn't do that.
I mean, I have more charges on the repulsion shield, so
You're welcome to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, cool. This one,
These guys don't learn.
you can just yeet, right, at this point?
He's
okay,
just going over the side.
cool. So, yeah, this one just, he hits you for 5 points of damage, or 6 points of damage, and then just goes flying off of the side. And he doesn't get a saving throw or anything, right? You just push him back?
Just pushes him back.
Boom. As one of these...
Let's double
One of
check.
these, about yelling about saving the
feels
worlds,
wrong,
one of them
but-
with a lot of hit points just goes flying off of the edge here. And whoa, into this astral space. That is
Just push
going,
the attacker up to 15 feet away.
yeah,
Just,
boom. Just flying off the edge. He doesn't know how many of those blasts you have, and he is here to fight to the death. It is his duty. That will bring up the other one who is not going to hit you. Another one. Ooh, I did get a hit on this one. So the one who is wounded next to you is going to hit you as well. You have more charges of that thing?
It's reaction.
No,
though.
it takes a reaction. To
Okay,
use.
cool. Great. That is going to be max damage there, so you're going to take 12 points of damage on that hit.
Yeah, that cracks open my defensive field and damages me.
He's like, he yells out and he's like, ha ha ha! And if he starts his turn there, does he take damage from the bonfire again, Jorpo?
If he's yeah.
Does he have to end his turn in it or start his turn in it?
Let's hear. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast a spell, blah blah blah. Creature must also make saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Okay, it's definitely moving out of the bonfire space, so it's not going to take any damage there. And then I have one more attack against you. Neither of those are going to hit. The one who hit you, though, did roll a natural 1 on top of that, so he hit you, but is going to fall over prone in front of you as well, as he just kind of is like so stoked to get a hit in and that he's almost like surprised by it and trips over himself and falls down in front of you, like holding his sword up. That will bring up Moonboy and K.A.I.
All right.
Okay.
Moonboy?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast create bonfire on this one. The eyeball on the bottom left. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Cool, as the bonfire creeps over and moves here, and that is going to be a natural 1. So why don't you just damage that bonfire damage there? Or double that
Absolutely.
bonfire damage.
I'm gonna double it.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1.
You got it. You got it.
Oh,
You got little husky sneezes over there, Andrew?
He's like chewing on his leg. He does it a lot. I'm worried. I don't know why he's like, chewing on his own leg.
it's delicious.
He's a snack.
8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Oh boy.
13 damage on that guy, and then my bonus action, this little tiny moon comes flying off, and
Is
if you
it
can hit
double 13? Or...
yeah, no, that was the full.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, this bonfire just like engulfs one of these Marine track members and is like starting to like burn away his uniform. He kind of like falls over inside of it as well and is trying to get
12
back up.
to hit.
12 misses.
Okay.
Yeah, as
That's
he
it.
dodges it almost on accident as he's just like flailing around on fire.
Yeah.
That will bring up. We'll bring up.
It's still my
yep.
my turn, I think.
Yep.
There's one guy prone directly in front of me. I'm going to ignore him and shoot the guy who is on fire.
Cool. Go for it.
Insult to injury.
Yeah. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Right. 15 points of force damage plus
Boom.
5 points of fire damage.
There's just a sickening crack as his body falls over inside of that bonfire that was created. Yeah.
And the other one who's still standing is going to get the next one.
Cool.
Oof. Am I a monster? Maybe. That's going to hit. If he has the same armor class as his buddies, it's a lot.
Yep. Sure does. He has an AC of 17.
All right. It's going to take 12 points of force damage.
Force damage.
Yeah, 12 points of horse damage. We did some horse damage a few sessions ago.
Yeah, so this one smashes against him, and he's the one with the most, out of the two left, he's the one with the most hit points, and he just, like, grits his teeth and, like, looks at you with his sword out.
And he takes, another 2 fire damage.
Cool.
And I will use my bonus action to reactivate my defensive field.
Hell yeah. That is going to then bring up... I accidentally had the one that goes after you go before, so that's the one prone in front of you. It's going to bring up Relic here, who is going to make a strength athletics check to try and bust to the wall. Guess what? He's using Relic's body stats. It's not great. Yeah, you just hear
Don't hurt him.
as he falls over on the ground and just like smashes and does nothing. Like you have perception of the whole. Like you can tell Goliathan and Relic are in this room, and you just watch him like smash his body against the wall and just bounce off the wall and does nothing to him. He's just like bleeding out of his nose a little bit. And that will bring up you see Flute inside of the room with Goliathan and Goat. You see Amir step into the room with them, and he says, "What's going on?" Like emotional and frustrated, and then you kind of like remember that they mentioned to like us is down below, and it seems like there is now a mirror on the ship.
Yeah, confirmed.
And
That's unfortunate.
that is going to he had to dash to get there, so he's just going to be inside of this room, and that is going to bring up Flute. We're at the top of the initiative order here. You just jamming the ship back.
Oh God. I'm gonna say oh man.
Listen to Jason Wardow play reverse music.
Not even live soundtrack.
Not
Just
even
playing
here.
his music. Incredible.
Question for the DM. When I'm spell jamming a ship like this, can I still orient it in different ways on like on all planes, or is it like basically like it's in the water?
Are you asking me if you can flip the ship over?
Can I change things like that? Yes. Can I? I'm not saying I'm going to flip the ship over, but could I like turn the ship on its side?
Yes, because you were inside of the gravity of this space. If you were in wild space, it would not matter. But because you were inside of some sort of planetary body, not a planet, but like you were inside of something else's gravity sphere, there is a central gravity, so like people can fall and things like that. So the answer is yes.
All right.
Do a barrel roll.
Knowing that and seeing where Goat's massive Goliath body is lying in that hallway and where everyone else is, I'm going to mentally pull the e-brake to flip the dinger up bow over stern vertically, which should send
God.
Goat straight down that hallway into everyone below her, I believe.
Amazing. Is that how that works?
But
That's
she's
how
a
gravity
pacifist.
works.
Well, but is it how Spelljammer gravity works?
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
mean,
find
because of the
out.
question Andrew just asked, yes. So, like, you can flip the ship up and Goat falls. And
Amazing.
I will have them each take. I will have Relic in the mirror each take 1d10 or 2d10 bludgeoning damage as she falls on top of them. As it's just fall damage that happens immediately as she just like whoops down on them. And so, if you could roll those d10 for me.
Oh, sure. 2d10. Right. That'll be 15. Do you want two separate rolls or just one roll for
This
both?
one's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
As her body does 15 points of damage to each of them as it just like falls and collapses on them.
Wow.
Sorry, Goat.
She also fails a death saving throw and is no longer stabilized as as her body crunches down and is being used as dropped like a ton of bricks on them, and so they both take 15 points of damage, but you just hear a crack.
Much.
And you can like perceive this in the ship too, that she's just like groaning and is unconscious and now
I
actively
was
dying
using her
again.
unconscious form as a projectile weapon. I'm gonna ask Dingham Nidris.
I think that Mir can probably get in here. Is there any way you could shut yourself down so no one can attune to you? He'll kill me right away.
He says, I never shut down. I live all of the time.
But can you refuse? Can you refuse a connection?
No. I am but a magical item at the end of the day, though I am much, much more. He can't. He does not have the ability. He has a like a genie in a lamp. He has an obligation to jam.
Got it. Then in that case, I will with whatever ship, like a genie.
Real
lamp,
disco
as an
biscuit. This one.
Obligation to
coming up.
jam.
I
Coming
want
up with
that
the
on
perfect-
a t-shirt for sure.
Obligation
Just coming up
to
with the
jam.
perfect title for the episode right there. Obligation to jam.
Any movement speed I have left for that ship, I will continue moving it back, even in its vertical state.
Cool. So yeah. So you used it. You moved it vertically. So that's 45 degrees of movement, or 90 degrees of movement. And so that is half of your movement speed. So it takes 20 to do that. And so you
I'll
get
dash.
another 60 feet of
60?
movement to move it back.
Great.
But
So all
we're
of you on the dock see the dinger vertically hurtling backwards towards you.
No way
Yeah.
that isn't Flute. No way that isn't Flute.
We got it.
Not a
He
chance
did it.
in hell Flute isn't driving.
He's popping a wheelie. I think it's him.
So yeah, and we're now going to canonically call the very back of the ship the deck of the ship. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
So the masts are sticking out as you've moved it up, but the deck of the ship is where the butt of the ship is on the map because I don't have access to 3D maps right now.
Into the ass.
And I think we started this session with Klik, and I think we're going to end this session right before Klik's turn too. It is you are going to be able to. You just get to attune to the helm on your turn. You're not going to stop. Nothing's going to stop
Yeah,
you.
but what do I do from there, Harlan?
Don't worry, you have a week to think
Got a
about
whole
it.
week
So-
to think about it in hell.
What do I do with my new elf ship?
Harlan!
Yeah, I'm getting everything I can out of that Azure Forge. This fight's turned into bigger than the Jadorian fight. I love it.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is,
by a
almost.
good amount.
Yeah, I can't believe we're still fighting here. I love it. So, yeah, I'm running out of Twitch titles for no, truly, it's the last one this time. But we'll see. I mean,
Like
this is
graphic designer's files, but the final two.
but I will say, man, we are ending this session in a much different place than we started this session.
Truly.
As you all have
Wow.
control
Truly.
of 2 ships now. So, and there's almost all the Meridian track members are down as well. So it seems like
Seriously.
there's trouble
We've
brewing on the
killed
dinger.
So many.
We've killed so many.
Seems like there's trouble brewing on the dinger, but
Yeah, that's true.
you at least seem to be the chips are in your favor now. So
So why wouldn't Mir fly it themselves?
They're all mere.
Yeah, but it's...
question,
Every
Andrew.
one
That
of
is a
them is
good
mere.
question, Andrew.
That's my
Um,
theory, is that we're dealing with multiple meres.
The mere
Can-
mind.
Mirrors jam.
Maybe not. Maybe they got.
Do they have the
They cannot
capacity to jam?
Because they
The meres
cannot
have the
love.
capacity for jam within them.
Clearly not. They're dorks. They're business dorks.
A
Mir's
dork
Weird.
can
jams
never
in their
jam.
life.
Yes. A suit can never jam.
Wow, clearly you've never been invited over to someone who's like, I have a drum set in my house. Come on over.
Spelljammer. No, I have. Yeah, that's bad too.
Okay, cool. That's it. That's this session. This
All right.
You all have changed the tides here, and we're gonna see who gets out of this alive. It seems like at least most of you, but we'll find out
We shall see.
next week. Yeah, just a reminder: every week we do a quick record of something called Later Than Heroes, where a couple of us stick around after the episode and we talk about the game that we just played, and then we put them all up on Patreon. There's a bunch of them up there as well. You only need to be a $5 tier member to listen to all of them. You can go back and listen to all of us just yell about if I'm a good DM or not. And
That's not what we ever
I
talked
know.
about.
What we do.
We have a consensus that you are not.
I know. I started that campaign. But yeah, so if you are enjoying this, if you're listening to this here, if you're listening to this in the future, those are still there. You can go listen to us dissect the episode a little
The
bit.
future.
And it helps keep the lights on of this show. So yeah, that's it. Unless anybody has anything else they want to throw out here.
Jump in our Discord and talk about what is going on. What happened in the fight? Come hang out with us to talk dice and Better Than Heroes. And make sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. That helps out a whole lot.
You better.
To show our stuff off. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks
help us
for
keep
coming.
the
Should we
show.
raid?
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm setting up the raid.
Are we raiding? We're doing a raid. Stick around for the raid for us. It's super fun to send a bunch of people over to another cool stream. So
We're gonna go over. We're gonna go over to a TTRPG classic over here, the Matt Kofel channel. There's a bunch of people over there. But
Nice.
just go say hi.
Love
go
it.
jump into the stream. Matt rules. If you don't know who he is, so I'll roll the credits here, and then we'll raid over right after. So
Very cool.
later, y'all. See you next week.
Bon voyage, piss drinkers.
Strong is the Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than heroes. They'll never be zeros. Better than heroes.